Hello, my name is Janette Williams. I play drum kit and percussion on London Fringe musical theatre, and you're watching the DrumHouse. Musical theatre was always a big passion of mine, and I grew up in Wales, in mid Wales, and around there they do a lot of pantomimes and amateur dramatics, and from there I just fell in love. It was the only thing that I wanted to do, and then when I was old enough I moved to London literally to pursue musical theatre. The key skills, I would say obviously all of the normal drummer skills, so you've got to be great at keeping in time, you've got to be great at playing with other people, but on top of that, as a drum kit player I found that you also need to be able to play a little bit of percussion and even tune percussion, so that's quite an unusual skill for just a drum kit player. Also, you have to pay a lot of attention to what's going on in the show, so you might have long breaks where you're actually not doing anything, you're listening to the show go on, but then you have to be ready for your cues, so you're always listening for your cues, you're always watching your MD. You're listening for anything that's going on in the show, so if something happens in the show and you need to cut a piece of music, or you have to extend a little bit of music, you have to vamp a bar, there's a bit of safety, all of that kind of stuff you have to be ready for. So it's, although there's not so much improvisation as if you're in a band and you take a solo for say 8 bars, there's still a lot of room for play within the show, because obviously it's an organic thing, so you have to be ready and you have to always be on top of what's going on in the music. How do you develop those skills? I think just do it, really. That's the only way to do it. I think that unless you play a show, you can't really know whether you'll really like it. And also I don't think you'll really know how hard it is. It's a completely different skill to playing in a rock band, which in itself is another really hard element of playing the drum kit, but it's a completely different area. And I think, just do it. Gear. A music stand is a must. Always have one of those. A wide range of sticks, so sticks for different styles of playing, because you play a lot of different styles even just within one show. Make sure you've got rods, make sure you've got brushes. I've also found that if you have brushes with different types of ends, so I've got ones with metal ends, so if you're playing a really quiet piece but you also need to add a triangle, then you can go straight from your brushes to the triangle without having to change beaters or anything like that. You need mallets, and you need different types of mallets, ranging from soft to hard, depending on what you're doing. Also, it's always really good to have at least some small percussion that you own, because you'll always be asked for a woodblock or a cowbell or a mark tree or a triangle, anything like that. All of those things, it's good to own. I also have a small glockenspiel, which it's surprising how many times you get asked to play just a little bit of tuning percussion, so it's good to have one of those as well. But any bits of small percussion that you can own is definitely worth having. With regards to drum kit, I think probably the more different sounds from the cymbals and different snare drums that you can own is also really good, because you may want a marching style snare drum, and I've been asked also for like a toy sound, so different things like that are always really good. I also own quite a lot of electronic things so that you can add different sounds, like if you're asked for a timpani and you can just put it on a trigger, then that's perfect. So anything like that, if you've got some electronic pad, an octapad or an electronic drum kit or anything like that, then that would be great. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it's been interesting and that you've gained something from things that I've been saying. and my general waffle. So good luck with everything that you're doing, and don't forget you've been watching the DrumHouse.